Is Joe back yet? I thought we were going to start this next deck.
Not yet. I bet he tripped again and needed the entire U.S. military to help him stand again.
Haha, I can see that happening if he ever visited the bases.
No, I want to talk about something. The video went live several hours ago, and I noticed a few comments that just make no sense to me. We had one guy comment about how it was weird that we spoke about woke.
Weird? Why the hell would that be weird?
Yeah, that's my question, too. I mean, my God, I'm not sure why the U.S. presidents would ever talk about the very political woke culture. I mean, it's not like we're presidents or anything. Do these words just fly over their head, or do they just want to hear me hurl insults at Joe's face all day? I mean, I'd be happy to do nothing but that, but come on. Stop these ridiculous delusions, guys. At the end of the day, we are still former presidents of the United States of America, and if there is anything that says political in this day and age, it's the president.
I'm not sure why we would need to repeat that. What age do these people believe they live in?
Yeah, honestly, America is the only country that is so full of political drama. I'm surprised it hasn't imploded from the sheer amount of drama that infests it.
Yeah, that's true. It's all about America these days, but for all the wrong reasons. You barely hear about Canada's side of politics anymore. The last thing I remember very well about Canada was when the Queen died. How very tragic.
You sounded as empathetic of her death as you did saying that, Donnie.
Of course.
That was sarcasm, you nutcase.
Well, we're talking about the guy who thought it was best to walk in front of the Queen when he was still president. Talk about disrespectful.
What? It's not my fault that old hag walks slower than Sleepy Joe on his best day.
Wow, Donnie. Are you really going to talk about Canada's dead queen like that?
You guys are too serious, I swear.
Well, I think it's fair to say that America's politics is the most shared among each country. Hell, even Canada's news is filled with American news and drama. I swear each country out there is just sitting in front of their televisions, smartphones, computers, laptops, smart tablets, or whatever else, just watching us destroy ourselves.
And the founding fathers wept.
But seriously, though.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Well, look who decides to return.
Sorry, I had to take care of some sudden political drama that was suddenly shoved into my face.
Ha! How ironic.
We were just talking about political shit again because everyone hates to hear about it in the comments.
Oh yeah, why is that? Aren't we at the top of the political food chain, as it were?
Nice metaphor, and yeah, that's perhaps the best way to think about it, Joe. Yet these people think it's only about which one of us is going to insult the next person. Amazing.
Well, of course, they would think that, also since we're on the topic, the recent news down the political pipeline is the shit going on over in Canada. Apparently, they honored a war veteran without knowing that the unit he fought with was formed by Nazi Germany.
Wow, incredibly embarrassing drama that comes from Canada? That's crazy. And how does Justin Trudeau handle it? By making an embarrassing apologetic speech. Justin Trudeau has been making so many speeches recently, which makes as much sense as when Joe opens his mouth.
That was uncalled for, seriously.
Which do you mean? What I said about you or Trudeau?
Obviously about me. Who cares about that guy? Justin Trudeau lies more about his promises than you did about making America great again.
Oh, you're really making shots at me. Well, at least I'm not a clown who needs to dress up every time I go out to see representatives of a certain culture. I think Justin Trudeau's time as a black man is all the truth you need to see about the man.
Ah, yes, the blackface incident. How on earth was he ever elected as Canada's prime minister when a simple 5-year-old insensitive comment on Twitter is enough to ruin an actor? Incredible. Simply incredible. You also see a bunch of Reddit users who claim sentient intelligence in defense of the man against haters.
If people are defending him, then they are part of the problem. Make as much of a logical statement as you want. Justin Trudeau isn't making Canada a great place right now, just as Joe Biden's presidency is going to send us back to the Stone Age. Full stop!
Okay, well, let's just play this match. Otherwise, we'll incur the wrath of those who would claim we are using this platform to talk shit.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. America is full of babies and sensitivity. But whatever, let's just play this match. Whoa, okay, a lot to take in here already.
Better read carefully, guys, because this deck is crazy.
Yeah, it seems that way.
What the hell? You can call for a service? What sort of benefits does this give you exactly?
I'm hesitant to say, because this is going to be a shit show, for real.
Holy shit,
But
what the fuck is all this?
essentially, you play cards to earn points. You then use those points, or cash, to call in a service from one of the characters on your cell
Holy
phone.
shit, these benefits are absurd. Oh my God.
Some are minor annoyances for others to casual benefits, while others, especially at later tiers, are straight broken to all hell.
Holy shit, yeah, I can see that. Oh my God, you can create wild cards from cash. Fuck! This is literally free real estate for Joe.
Not if he's eating cards all game. Since this deck makes it easy, you all have to feed your plus cards at Joe the entire game, or he will literally win every time.
Dude, guys, stop. I'm not going to do that, although it is tempting. Maybe a little too tempting.
You hear that? He's already planning to do it. Amazing.
Okay, whoa, hold the damn phone. Is the wild card actually functioning like an actual wild card? Did I see negative benefits for playing that card, or am I secretly fucking high?
You saw it correctly, Obama. It's called Guerrilla Broadcast. It replaces the color choice wild card. The +4 is still the same thing. Basically, it can either give you negative benefits or positive ones. So, better get the luck of the draw, folks.
Oh, fuck you, you crusty ass shrimp, giving me that +4 after all that shit.
Keck.
The day of the +4s is never ending, ain't it?
Whatever, man.
There are certainly a lot of possibilities with all these services. I won't lie.
A lot of possibilities. Who the fuck are you fooling here? The only thing you're going to go for are those wild cards. Everyone can see it. Son of a
Maybe.
bitch!
Donnie, already going bankrupt.
Maybe not.
Bankrupted? How about you speak real English?
It's not like there are more than 4 services to choose from or anything. I got to do what I got to, Donnie. And if I have to, then I'll do the best thing that can win me the game. So stop whining like a whittle baby, Kay.
You're the only one here who would actually be required to wear diapers, Joe. Since you are older than a fossil, probably need the Secret Service to help you out of bed every morning, probably can't take a piss to save your life.
Oh shit, Joe, what do you have to say to that?
At least I'm not a fraud.
Is that the best you can come up with? Just the same old shit?
You're one to talk, always complaining about the same thing over and over. Besides, I called you a fraud because of your shady businesses. How's that going for you, huh? Still earning millions?
So you're going to take shots at me for losing licenses to do business in New York City. Good job, I'll give you that, but I'm still sitting on fat stacks while you're sitting on prescription debt for those Leqembi pills.
Youch, Joe, big youch.
Bullshit, it's just another dementia insult again.
Dude,
It's nothing
George
new.
Obama, fuck both of you. Seriously, giving me a +8.
Actually, I was hoping you would have had another +4 so that we could stack it on to Joe. But one thing led to another, and it seems you got shit on instead. Sorry about that.
Why does that almost sound like sarcasm?
It's not, Donnie. We can't trust Joe with those wild cards. We need to make it harder for him so we get a fair chance in this deck.
So you're going to call a service to force me to draw.
Yeah, pay attention, Joe.
I can tell you guys are going to do that constantly just to piss me off.
Haha, my bad, Joe. Looks like I was wrong. You are sitting on fat stacks. A fat stack of cards, that is.
That would have been an impressive jab at me, Donnie, if I had kept that hand longer than a second. Joke's on you, bitch.
Seriously, Obama?
Yeah, seriously, Obama, why did you play that 0 just now?
Yeah, Joe's gonna be gunning for those wild cards, but as of this moment, doubt it. The best way to win is before he even has a chance to do that, and that's why I played that 0.
Guys.
So I can take the best hand currently, reduce it to 1, and win.
Oh, shit. You seem to have that focus and determination to see the light at the end of the tunnel to the word victory. Hey, is this like before? You have a sense for winning like last time.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll see.
That's
won't
great,
we?
Obama, but that day will never come, not this time.
Of course, as expected. One of you bozos throws in a 7 card as if on cue. I fucking knew it.
So no victory then, neither for you nor George, because service calls, fucker.
Ha! And the struggle for victory begins alongside the chaos of this deck and its service calls. Fucking brilliant.
Is this truly the most chaotic deck, though?
Well, if you're asking seriously, then no. The most absolutely retarded and bullshit deck in this game is the only deck I haven't said a thing about since we started playing Uno, which would be the Phoenix's Quest deck. It adds the Greek gods into the mix, and one of those gods has the most unfair and most broken ability ever.
Well, I think at this stage in our sessions, broken is all we have left, don't you think?
Wait, this is perfect. Obama, I know you know what I'm thinking here.
Oh shit. Of course, Donnie, you had my hand last. I know you know what's happening, right?
There's no way.
Aha, you bet your ass I know what's happening.
Wow. You guys actually just did that. I can't believe this shit. Oh my God.
Did you think we were joking, Joe?
We all collectively agreed on this. You knew that.
Yeah, sure.
Gotcha, George.
Whatever you guys say.
Damn it, man.
This right here is fucking insane.
I bet it is, Joe. I bet it is.
Let's not cry too hard. It's not like we are always going to have such a perfect chain set up for you all the time.
My God, I just love it that you have the gall to say that. When you were whining constantly in our previous couple of games.
And I can't? What's your point here exactly?
Dude, Joe, play a fucking card already.
My point is, you're talking about me whining about getting stacked by +2s when I wasn't even whining. You, on the other hand, have been crying out into the void about how much it sucks having to constantly draw cards. Like, shut up.
And that's because it does suck. I'm not wrong. It's literally a fact. But you know what, Joe? That's a nice set of cash you've been saving up. It'd be a shame if someone stole it, huh?
Thief. You fucking thief.
Dude, that's the goofiest shit I've ever heard.
Just like in the real world, you're a fucking thief.
Not my problem you got so big, Joe. You weren't using it, so clearly you didn't need it.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
But then again, I bet you were saving big for all those wild cards you were planning to create. Well, too bad for
I
you.
have had enough of your bullshit. I'm taking back my cash. You demented shit-eating orangutan.
That's not going to happen.
Ha! You literally just ate your words, Donnie. That's the biggest slap to the face yet.
This just screams fuck around and find out energy, I swear.
My God, I can't with this game right now. It does everything in its power to screw me over in Joe's favor. I mean, what the hell are the odds he rolls that on the first go? It's complete bullshit. It's rigged.
There you go, whining about the same shit I was literally talking about earlier. You just proved my point. Fucking brilliant.
Oh, piss off. You win this day for now, Joe. But just wait. The next time I'll take that cash and you won't be able to stop me.
Oh, look at those little children playing with their little game. How adorable.
Last I checked, Obama, you were playing this game too, you retard. Don't go acting like some comedian.
Well, when you both talk like children playing with Barbies or some shit, how can I not?
Bullshit. There is no way we sound like that. Do you know what two little brats sound like when playing with Barbies? They sound like this. Oh,
shit!
What the fuck was that?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, I almost had a heart attack, I swear.
Sorry, fucked up my throat at the end there. Let me try that again, all right? So they actually sound more like this. That's what they sound like, you understand?
Yeah, sure. My ears are going to explode after all that screaming.
Yeah, same here.
That's literally the point.
Yeah, well, you know what I was saying, Donnie, wasn't actually supposed to be taken literally. Jesus Christ.
Nice job taking my hand, Obama.
Yeah, I guess I might have gone a little overboard with the noise, but things were a bit heated at the time, so I wasn't thinking straight.
When do you ever think straight?
No, I don't think so, Joe. That's only you, I'm afraid, but nice try.
Only me? You just contradicted yourself. You literally just said that you weren't thinking straight. The fuck kind of drugs you on?
Yeah, at that moment, not all the fucking time like you're forgetting ass. After the shit we were talking about, and Obama, because he just had to get involved at the end when it was just about over.
Just about over? You're capping so far up your own ass with that? There is never an end to both of yours and Joe's whining like
That's just great.
ever.
Another plus card.
Now you're exaggerating. We aren't doing it all the time, only most of the time.
What the fuck's the difference?
Gotta agree with Obama here. Just admit it. You both have this serious hate rivalry going on.
I hate you all equally, not just Joe.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing.
Weird. I was going to say that Donnie likes none of us because he always has some over-the-top, we're ruining America speech waiting to go. People got to get bored hearing that shit for every new president that shows up.
Yeah, whoever wins this next presidency, he'll have something to say, like how he's ruining America after only being the president for like half a second.
First off, I'm right here. Stop acting like I just left the room. And second, why would I say that to myself? That's just weird.
Yeah, that's your arrogant ego on display again.
Your confidence in winning is higher than the stars in the sky, Donnie.
Fuck.
But you're flying too close to the sun there, buddy.
Oh, fuck off with that poetic crap, and I'm not your buddy.
Are you going to play a card, Joe, or do you not have the right color?
Nah, he does. He has a wild card that he literally fucking made while we were all distracted. Only we weren't all distracted. I was paying attention. He hasn't played it yet. This little sucker is hiding shit again.
It's impossible to miss the fucking heads-up display that shows him making a card, obviously, we know.
Ha! Well, doesn't that just suck for you, Joe? Losing that cash just as you should.
Just like you're losing that cash in the real world, just as you should.
So I lost some pocket money. Who cares? I'm still richer than you, and you're currently the president, so you really shouldn't be saying that like you've won. Get real.
But I have won, Donnie. I've always been the winner.
Seriously? Who has that arrogant ego now, huh?
Still you, Donnie. Joe's going to forget he ever fucking said that in like a couple of minutes, which makes anything he says mean absolutely nothing because the weight of it collapses due to memory loss.
That's not true.
Joe, think about it this way. Everyone knows you forget, literally everyone, not just those inside America, but outside of it too. Christ, even people in Canada know this shit, and they're currently sucking the toes of Justin, not Trudeau. So when you go and make promises and explain to the American people what goals you're setting as the president, all that momentum, the weight of your promises instantly vanishes when people suddenly remember, oh wait, this old sack of rocks is just going to forget all that shit in a couple of minutes.
Couldn't have said it better myself, and we're ignoring the other issues like how when you make speeches, Joe, in front of the world, you just fumble around shaking hands with ghosts and forget your wife's fucking name. It's ludicrous.
Gosh, guys, is it really that bad?
Yes, Joe, it's really that bad.
Fuck.
Honestly, not the reaction I was expecting, but hey, at least you're self-aware. That's better than being close-minded.
Not sure why it would take mountains of interviews on my end and others as well as the fake media and our entire time playing Uno to realize that, Joe, but whatever, man, get help, you need it. And I mean that.
Well, shit, the world must be ending. Because Donnie over here is giving out friendly advice without insults. That's a pleasant surprise.
My God, don't start, Obama. You're always the first motherfucker to say shit like that whenever I say anything even remotely nice to anyone in this party. I'm not that petty.
Come now, Donnie. You hardly ever say anything nice 90%
prick,
of the
Joe.
time. We are only ever extremely lucky
Nice cash.
when that last 10% comes out.
10% is surprisingly higher than I would have expected. I was expecting something like 5% or even 2%. But 10% is still a high chance.
Seriously?
Not sure why that's a big deal. Being competitive keeps you all from going soft. That's how America grows, by remaining strong.
Oh, don't get all philosophical, Donnie. If this were simply about competition, you wouldn't be going so hard on personal attacks against Joe or any of us for that matter.
That's what you think, which I didn't expect from you, Obama, since you are usually pretty good at reading the room. But no, that's not what this is. If it were, I wouldn't even be here playing this game with you guys or having this conversation.
All right, I suppose that makes sense. You aren't the kind of person to indulge yourself in this sort of thing if you truly hated us, at least from the way your interviews go.
Hate is a strong word in this context. If we're being serious, I don't hate you guys. I just don't agree with you guys. Hell, maybe I do somehow dislike you guys, but that's from a certain angle.
Okay, Donnie, we get it, man.
Hey, you brought this topic up. I'm just saying my piece.
Looks like you're losing money now, Donnie.
Yeah, clearly. Shit luck as always.
And right after I stole all your cash just earlier. You can't seem to keep even a couple $100 on hand in this game, eh?
Don't rub it in, Joe. You may find yourself in a similar situation later. And man, would that suck.
Did you just keep that card, Joe? Let me guess, a wild card?
For your information, it was a green reverse card. So no, it wasn't a wild card. You all just presume I care only for wild cards, but I don't.
Sure, buddy, sure. You're the only one of us who's been keeping cards throughout this entire game. Maybe you're telling the truth now, but what about before? And the games before that, what were those cards?
Isn't it obvious, George? All those cards were probably wild cards. Why even bother asking?
Well, it won't matter now anyway.
There's no way you've been sitting on... Oh, fuck.
Fuck!
Nah, that's bullshit. There's no way he actually has... Holy shit! This motherfucker only has +4s. He was trying to one-shot the game.
No, I wasn't. I just happen to have those.
That's fucking cap! Obama, quickly fucking plus this retard right now before he gets to play again.
Way ahead of you, Donnie. Ain't no way anyone is allowing that.
I can't believe you just let the biggest win of your life, Joe, slip between the cracks because you can't press the right button. Holy shit, you must feel like a complete fucking idiot right now.
I still can't believe we even allowed him to get that far. Like, my God, he has only +4s. This son of a bitch can just jump in on himself until he wins. That's absurd.
All right, Joe, we can see you, bitch. You really just went to draw, despite the fact that you have +4s. You really gonna try and win this game when we know what you're gonna do?
So what if you know now? I'm not about to give up after that. I'm going to try again, and next time I won't fuck it up.
There's no way we're going to allow that. Your so-called God hand isn't coming to fruition.
No, let him do it. It's impossible to actually stop him unless we 0, 7, or +4 him as well, but now he's going to be expecting that. So how about we just try and beat him? If we can, then even with all those wild cards, it'll look much worse that he couldn't even win with the most powerful set of cards in the game.
You're running a big operation here, George. Do you honestly believe you can beat Joe if all he's doing is making +4 cards? Seriously, aren't you being a little too cocky here?
It's because he can make +4 cards that make it even harder to stop. Either you steal his money so he can't do that, or steal his hand. But that won't change anything because he can just make more +4 cards with that hand.
No fucking way.
So technically in this deck, 7 and 0s won't work, and neither will brute forcing a +4 since he will know you're doing it to screw him over.
That's right, Joe. No cash for you, you loser.
Unless you have endless guerrilla broadcasts so you can steal cash from another player, but that's relying on the fact that you actually land on that roll, which is a low chance.
I just did that to him just now, George. I think you're right about everything you said. The best way to stop him is to steal his cash. I'm sitting on $3 grand after that.
I will get that cash back.
Nah, not this time. I won't allow it. You got lucky last time, but not this time. Your chance of winning this game with that one-shot +4 maneuver is over and done. It's not happening again. No matter how many wild cards you get, you will never have the chance.
Never say never, Donnie.
I said we should try and beat him, Donnie, not jinx us. Don't you remember what happened last time?
Sure, of course, but we are going to keep our focus on him, right?
Well, you already sent him back a ton for stealing his cash.
We can't keep throwing our cards at him because then we won't have any chances to focus on our own victory, Donnie.
Are you sure it's wise not to try and steal my hand? That's pretty dumb, you know.
No, I think it will be a lot funnier if you lost with that overpowered hand, Joe.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Is that what you did when terrorists hijacked those planes? You thought it would be funny?
My God, you insensitive prick.
George is right, Joe. I think I would rather beat you without using that overpowered God hand crap. Winning the game by using wild cards just doesn't give the same satisfaction as doing so without them. It's much more satisfying if I have to use regular cards with the right combination to secure a win.
That's the point of the game, regardless of how you achieve it. Also, it sounds like you're trying to say it's better if you win through skill, when you're the one who claimed to high heaven that everything I did and before was all based on luck.
Yeah, it is luck. I'm not saying that it isn't. No one is saying that it isn't. However, there is still some skill in this game in what you do with the cards at your disposal, which I do believe has some skill factored in. You can try to cut corners and find ways of making winning easier, or you can simply do nothing and let the game give you that victory by playing cards mindlessly. I prefer the former.
You know what, Donnie? Yeah, I prefer cutting corners to win as well, instead of just being lazy and the game doing it for me, just like I'm going to do right now.
There's no fucking way.
Looks like that's the match, Jesus Christ.
This is your fault, George. You wanted us to try and beat him, and now look where it got us.
Yeah, not the best decision, honestly.
You're hilarious. You just agreed with me, but then, as soon as Joe wins, you backtrack on that and blame me?
It's my win, boys.
Seriously?
I didn't agree with you, George. I simply shared one specific detail with you. And that was because I wanted to beat him with regular cards. I never explicitly said that I agreed with your plan to let him do whatever he wanted.
Oh, yeah? Then why did you swap hands with Obama that one time instead of Joe if you wanted to screw him over? If you didn't want to do what I said, that is...
There's a simple answer to this. At the time, I wasn't sure if it was possible for Joe to make any sort of comeback.
Seriously, Donnie, after everything we have already witnessed...
I'm not done talking! Basically, how many times in these Uno matches has someone lost the chance for Uno and then never got it again? Probably a lot, right? So I thought, despite all our difficulties with Joe, there wouldn't be such an outcome. I mean, it's reasonable to assume he wouldn't be able to use his wild cards again, at least not easily. So I believed Obama's hand to be effectively better because he was closer to Uno.
If you thought from a normal Uno game, sure, it makes sense. Most times when someone completely halts a person from winning, the odds of them bouncing back and regaining Uno and winning is less than the alternative, at least from my experience. But based on our previous ones, how did you ever come to that conclusion?
George, Joe's luck can't last forever. That's what I based it on. Come on. It was a gamble. I lost, so I admit it. But the chances of him not being able to bounce back were a lot higher.
I told you guys. I told you it was a dumb decision not to take my hand or do literally anything else, even if it would have stalled the game. Plus, it would make whoever stole the hand the next immediate target.
That's why I didn't want that. It's much easier for everyone if only one person is the target and we bombard them while giving ourselves a chance to win. But alas, it seems we were too late to do any of that. If only Donnie over here actually used the cash that he boasted about to trash Joe's hand, we could have avoided this.
Oh, don't you dare blame me for any of this, especially after the fact when everything was already said and done.
You had your reasons for why you took Obama's hand over Joe's, didn't you? Are you saying you didn't consider that thought, especially after saying you don't or didn't agree with me, despite saying you agree with me? You're not going to say that the thought slipped your mind. You had $3 grand, Donnie.
Oh, but it did slip my mind because some other loser was trying to convince us not to do anything because we couldn't, apparently. And I already said this, so I'll say it again. I only agreed with you on the fact that you thought it would be funny if we beat Joe without wild cards. That means I'd have used my cash to stop him or aid myself in any way that didn't involve the use of wild cards. That's it.
All right, guys, stop this now. We still have the entire deck ahead of us. This was just the first round. I think we will be better prepared for Joe's bullshit upcoming, all right?
Sure. I guess we will, but honestly, who knows at this point? I know that I won't back down, though. I'm still going to try and beat you, Joe, with normal cards.
I don't think anyone could convince you to back down, Donnie. Not a single human alive. Your orange goblin ass isn't capable of that.
Let's see if you can keep talking shit after this next match.